Tabletop Heroes for all your miniature and board gaming supplies. Visit us at www.tabletopheroes.co.uk. Hello, it's Graham here again at Tabletop Heroes. I hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in. Today I thought I'd spend a few moments to show you one of my favourite little card games, Biblios. Biblios is the 2 to 4 player game which lasts about half an hour, designed by Steve Finn. I think this is very much an underrated game. It doesn't get as much love as it deserves, and hopefully I can show you a little bit about it to make it quite interesting and let you have a go at it. So in Biblios you play the part of an abbot, head of a monastery during the Middle Ages, seeking to amass an illustrious library. You compete with the other abbots, the other players, to try and obtain books and manuscripts to add to your library. At the end of the game, we work out how much the books are worth, and the person with the most victory points is the winner. So let's have a little look and see how it sets up for you. So first of all, this is the box it comes in. It's like a book type box with a little magnetic catch there. The game stores inside here, and we've got there the card distribution, and also it shows you the setup for different player counts. Okay. So I'll tuck that out of the way. Then we have the main the main game board itself. So this is placed down onto the table, and on these spots here, which relate to brown, blue, green, orange, and red, which are basically meant to be representative of monks, pigments, holy books, manuscripts, and forbidden tomes, you place a dice. The dice are coloured, and the dice will all be set initially at 3. Okay, this is what the categories of books are going to be worth at the end of the game. During the course of the game, you may get a chance to manipulate these scores, and the person at the end of the game with the most majority in each of these different categories will receive the victory points that are shown on the dice. Okay, the cards themselves, I'll show you these. I've sleeved these. Hopefully not too glossy in the light. I've sleeved these because they get a lot of shuffling and a lot of use. We play this game a lot. So they come in various types. First of all, you have gold cards in denominations of 1, 2, and 3. Then we have, these are the cards which are used to represent the categories. So this is a value 1, forbidden tome. And I'll talk about these letters on the bottom here at the beginning. There's some more gold cards here. There's some manuscript cards. And as you can see, the values, they're all quite low there actually. Oh, there you go. There's a 2. Most of them sort of go up to 4 being the highest. Okay. And you can see each of the numbers has some unique artwork on as well. Okay. So there. Now also hidden in amongst these are a few manipulation cards. So these will allow you to add 1 to 2 separate dice. There are some that will allow you to minus numbers off of dice, and some that will allow you to add 1, take 1. Okay, so these manipulate this player board here. Okay, so it's as simple as that. So the game itself is played in 2 stages. First stage being where after we've set the game up, taken out the required number of cards for the number of players, where what we'll do is in your turn, you'll be drawing, each player in turn will be drawing a card for each player plus 1. Okay, they look at the card, they don't show anyone else, and they must decide at that point whether it gets put down into a pile as a gift, gets put into a pile for auction later, or it gets put into your own hand. Okay, so let's just sort of cut these here so we get some randomness hopefully in there. So, on my turn, if we were playing a 3-player game, I would look at the card. That's a big gold card. I decide I might want to keep that for myself, and that goes into my hand. This card, it's a low value manuscript. I may want to put it out for gifting to someone, or I may decide, in this case, we'll place it into the auction pile. And then this means that the final card must go as a gift. So we've got the same again. Okay, so there's a bit of decision making there when you're not really quite sure what's going to be coming out of here. Okay, if you do pull one of the manipulation cards out, okay, as soon as a player takes that either into your hand or another player takes it during the gift stage, they get to manipulate one of these dice immediately. That then gets discarded from the game. Okay, these potentially could also end up into the auction pile here. Okay, we continue doing that until this stack of cards has been used. Okay, and then what we'll end up with is, obviously each player will have a hand of cards, and there will be a stack of cards in an auction pile there. Okay, then begins the auction phase. So going around in player order, what you'll do is decide one at a time. We'll shuffle these and then reveal a card for auction. So this comes up for auction. Okay, the players get a chance to bid on it. For these cards, the cards that relate to the scoring, the manuscripts and books, etc., you bid money. So I might decide that I want that, and I will say, okay, I will offer 1 gold. Okay, you don't have to show it just yet, you just have to make the offer. The bidding will continue around the table. So, you know, it could end up maybe being, you know, 3 gold or 4 gold or something really crazy. Okay, once all the players have passed, the person who has bidded the highest gets to keep that card, take it and add it to their hand. Okay, now if from the auction pile one of the cards that turns up is one of the manipulation cards, like this one here, which allows you to take one off 2 different dice, then you don't actually bid gold for these, you bid discarded cards. So you discard cards from your hand. They could be gold, they could be books you don't want, it doesn't really matter. Okay, and again, the same process. The person who bids the most wins this, takes the card and then plays it immediately, making the alteration to there. Okay, play continues until we then have got rid of all the auction cards here, and every player has got a hand of cards left. Okay, then we do the final phase, and the final phase is to see who has majority in these categories. So, for example, if I were to reveal my hand here, something like gold cards are worth nothing at the end. So I've got maybe, there you go. Let's see, shift these along so hopefully you can see without the light shine too much on them. That's there you go, a brown 2. So we add up the values. So for example, I'm comparing against every other player the number of greens we've got. I've got 2. If that's the most, then I will score 3 points. Okay. In this one, obviously, I've got 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. So again, I may well have the majority of that. If I don't have the majority in that, then obviously I don't score it. And so it goes on until we've scored all the different categories here. Okay. If there's a tie in these between players, this is where these letters come into effect on the bottom of the cards here. Let's see there you go. So the person nearest A breaks the tie. So we look at the letters if there's a tie and decide who's nearest A, and they will win. And that's basically the game. So you'll only be scoring a maximum of 6 for each category anyway. These will manipulate up and down during the game. And it's over in about, well, I say about 30 minutes. We usually play 2 or 3 games on the bounce with this because it is as quick as that once it gets going. And the auction phase is obviously quite a fun element of it. It plays as well with 2 players as it does with the 4. I've played it at all player counts, and I can say it's always a fun experience. So I hope that gives you an insight into what I consider to be a bit of a hidden gem. If you want to take a look at the game, then please, you can find it on my website at www.tabletopheroes.co.uk. Have a look at it on there. As always, it'll be listed below manufacturer's recommended selling price. And if you are within 15 miles of NN8, you also get your free delivery as well. Hopefully I'll catch up with you soon. Take care. Thanks for watching. Thanks very much for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And to have a look at this and other interesting board games, visit us at www.tabletopheroes.co.uk, and you can also find us on Facebook. Take care and see you soon.